Hello. In this video, I'll be talking about the decisions we've made in designing the online delivery of this module. It's our general practice on the PCTHE to be explicit about modelling teaching practice and to encourage participants to look at the way we're teaching and think about what does or doesn't work for you and what would or wouldn't work in your context. That's especially important right now when lots of people are planning online teaching for the first time or planning face-to-face teaching with, at the back of their minds, the possibility that we might have to switch to online at short notice. So in designing this run of IRHE, we've been looking closely at the Brooks Teaching 2020 guides, which offer a set of standard technologies and practices and advice about how they might be used. If you're teaching at Brooks, you'll probably have seen or written a student study plan and maybe worked with the module leader checklist, which are tools that are being used to ensure coherence, consistency, community and choice across student programs. And you can see our versions of those documents in our Moodle site under the Student Study Plan tab. For us, with a single module program, coherence and consistency are relatively straightforward. We've managed those by, for example, scheduling all our synchronous sessions to start at 1 PM on Wednesdays of odd-numbered weeks, and by arranging the information about assignments on our Moodle pages in the same order across all 3 assignments. Community and choice are a bit more complicated, and you might find them so as well. Creating community in an online cohort has exercised online teachers for as long as there's been online teaching and learning. Here, we're using the cafe space to encourage off-topic chat, as well as several whole group discussion boards. Our arrangement of participants into groups will help facilitate that as well. With a cohort of 50 at the time of recording, it won't be possible for you all to get to know each other, but in smaller groups, maybe 7 or 8, you'll have some people you'll work with quite closely as the module progresses, and you'll get to know 1 or 2 of the tutors quite well as well. Choice is, for us, partly about allowing participants to choose the balance of synchronous and asynchronous that works best for them, and to some extent allow a choice of how you allocate your time. We're doing that by recording at least some of the elements of all our synchronous sessions and performing the balancing act of making sure synchronous sessions are useful and worthwhile, but also that someone who can't attend any of these sessions is still able to successfully complete the module. We're also helping you make choices by being explicit as we can about the time taken by different activities and about the order we suggest you undertake them in. You'll get some choice in when to work on your group seminar by filling in the group preference form to say whether you'd rather present in semester 1 or semester 2. And you can choose when to do the bulk of your work on assignment 2, the pedagogic research project. You also have choices in how to arrange your group seminar project. In your groups, you'll decide how to work together, what topic within the wider theme you want to explore, and you'll decide how to design and deliver the session. These group-led sessions are always the highlight of the module, covering a range of topics and using lots of different styles of teaching. They constitute the main content delivery of the module, so I encourage you to think of them as your peers on the module facilitating your learning, rather than just as me and my colleagues marking your own group. We're offering short video introductions to some of the most important topics, which allow you to watch them when you need them, though we make some suggestions about when they might be most useful. And we're providing the annotated bibliography as an optional enrichment activity, which you can dip into if you're interested. Finally, we've made a deliberate decision to only use core Brooks technology, that is Moodle, Google Docs and Zoom. There are lots and lots of other technologies out there which are useful in learning and teaching. You might be using some of them yourselves. Because of the position of this module as a central teaching resource in Oxford Brooks, we're deliberately sticking with the baseline. If you're joining us from another institution, you may well be working with exactly the same set of technologies, and if not, you'll likely have some very similar ones. And Google Docs and Zoom are of course widely available, even without institutional support. As ever, I'm really interested to hear what you think about the way we've set things up in here and the places you've made similar or different decisions in your own teaching. So let us know about that on one of the general discussion boards. Thank you. Bye-bye.